I'm surprising everybody. What's this? I am live now on save. Oop. It's my surprise stream. I see 4 people. Hello. I'm like chair dancing. Where's Max? Let me check something. Oop. Show chat. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. Bridget. Okay, boom. All right. This is a spur of the moment thing, folks. Well, I thought about it about 20 minutes ago. Hold on, I need chapstick. Nivea. Ladybug Nano 2. Why do I think I know who that person is? Is it who I think it is? That ladybug could be a bird? A little bird? We have 5 people in the chat. I'll put my iPad away. Oh, hold on. You know what? I might use that for quality control. It is like super warm in my apartment, and I got the fan going and the windows open and everything. Ladybug must be a little robin. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm just doing some stuff on the computer and see if there are folks coming on. I don't know. Wonder if this will work. Oh, Big S is in. He just recorded a video. My son was out in your neck of the woods today, Big S, walking around and doing his thing. Okay, so it says that I have 6 people. And I have an excellent connection. So we are in my apartment. Hey, Whippy dude! Tonight was my catching a bus to hit a bar. Well, don't hit it too hard, my love. Have a good stream. Yes, you have fun at the bar. Don't drink and drive. That's why I'm staying home and drinking water. Sorry I didn't mod. I was on a video call to my friend who lives in Etobicoke this afternoon when your stream came. Hey, Miss Annette. And Doug from London, Ontario. See, I'm starting to get people. Woohoo! Spur of the moment, folks. Spur of the moment. It's raining. It's gross. And I might melt in the rain. So how's everybody been? I haven't streamed since my walk home last Sunday from work, and I took the long route instead of any shortcuts. Working hard and hardly working, that's my life story these days. Your whale video at Crystal Crescent has over 8,000 views. That's impressive. That is very impressive, Big S. I think Kiddo, who's at his dad's tonight, he might pop into the chat maybe. He did a video 2 years ago on his very last trip to Toronto, and he went to Yorkdale with his dad, and I think he recorded every single escalator in that mall, including all the stores that had them, like H&M and Zara and all those, Uniqlo, because it has the red. And I think he has like 88,000 on that. So people seem to like stuff. Hey, Susan, I was talking about you today. Was it today? Or maybe yesterday? Oh, it was last night. I was talking to G-Man. I was talking to Godwin, and I told him, you know, that we have to go to your parents' restaurant because you said that you were going to save me some mooncake because I know it's Lunar Festival. Oh, Kiddo's in the chat. He was at the mall today, mostly. Because I love mooncakes. So this is my spur of the moment. I, you know, am wearing sweatpants and a crappy old t-shirt. And I'm getting all red. Why am I red? Whew. I'm warm. I don't have a fan near me. I have a piece of paper that's purple and sparkly. Whew. And no, it's not hot flashes. Too young for that. And I'm too cute. So how's everybody's weekend? Like I said a few minutes ago, I did miss Stride's e-scooter stream, and when I went to go re-watch it, it was not available. So that can either mean one or two things: trolls or trolls on the street. So, and I wasn't there to moderate. Oh, you got a haircut and a perm. I haven't had a perm since 1999. And I had long hair, and it was red at the time because I was working at a salon, and I wanted my hair to look like Grace from Will and Grace. So I had red curly hair. And now I realize I don't. Oh, it was the circle of death that killed it. Ah, okay. As long as it wasn't any trolls. I mean, yeah, I was talking to my friend Tanya. That's who I'm going to be staying with on my last night in Toronto when I go up next month. She lives out in Etobicoke. And we have a whole day. We were like trying to figure out what we're going to do for plans. So, and I had a really good idea that somebody gave me who may or may not be still in the chat. So they said that I should record out in her neck of the woods for my channel. So I will. But we were on a video call and, you know, just girl talk. And then the stream came up, but I was on the phone with her. I hate circle of deaths. My hair is still wet. That's why it's up in like in my little thing, because it's still, I showered a little bit ago. What's Max up to? I don't even know where the little fart is. He was down by my feet. I don't know. Oh, no, it's not banned. Buffering is not on my channel. Like, it's not a banned word. It is on his because it seems like when he has so many people in his chats, the moment one person says it's buffering, 50 million other people say it's buffering, and he's like reading it, and he was like, the fuck, I already know this. Oh, sorry. He already knows, because we already get like the little, we get something up on our screen saying that we're having a poor internet connection. So that's how we know when we buffer. But I think when all of a sudden everybody is basically telling him the same thing repeatedly. Hey, Yahya! And Mike Landry. See, I told you I was going to do it tonight after I ate my supper. Tonight, I made noodles with sausages. Spicy noodles. Kiddo is at his dad's. He was in the chat. So, I do lazy cooking when it's just me. Because I'm not going to, like, pull out a pot roast and cook up a pot roast for one person. But I do have one that's going to be thawing out in the... so I might have that later on this week. Leftover barbecue tomorrow night. Ooh, I haven't had Chinese food really in a long time. Yeah, I've just been going on like I've been learning. I've been watching Aaron and Clara on YouTube and learning how to make Korean food from them because he does all the cheats. Is kiddo at his dad's until tomorrow? No, he's there until Wednesday. I get him back Wednesday. And he's going to be working on Monday at one of the election sites for Elections Canada. He did it again. This is his second time doing it because we just had a provincial election a month ago. So, and he worked on that. And what he's basically doing is sanitizing everything. Like when people come in, when they sit down and wait to go for their turn to vote, he has to wipe off the chairs. When they leave the polling booth, he has to wipe all that, make sure that the pen goes into the garbage if people don't want to take their pen home. So, oh, my roof! Happy Saturday! I'm home because it's foggy and it's been drizzly and rainy all day. And I pulled out a notebook last night and I sat there and I was writing out, don't laugh, I was writing out my schedule of what I want to do in Toronto, where I'm going to go, and break it all down. Oh, he loves working. He does 12 hours and he gets his break and all that stuff, but he loves it because he's getting Fitbit steps. I have a Fitbit Ultra. It's like an older version. He's got like a Versa 3 now because his last Versa died. Hey, Ozzy. Nice to see you. To be honest, I didn't know if I was going to stream today or not, and then I was talking to somebody else who's in the chat. We were texting on Instagram, and they were like, oh, are you going to stream tonight? And I was like, ooh, yeah. So then I decided after I ate my supper, I blow-dried the bangs because they were still kind of wet from my shower, and threw on a little mascara and a lip gloss. Well, lip gloss. Happy Catter Day. I don't know where my cat is. I don't know where the Max is. I can't see him. And Mike Clark is from Manitoba. I know that's a typo, but I kind of like Manitoba. Has a nice ring to it. Oh, Saturdays are awesome when we all get to hang out. And I don't get to hang out with you guys all that much. Oh, that's part of the plan. You know, from what I understand, where I'm going to be staying is going to be, I could throw rocks pretty much at Ken's house. Somebody gave me a really good idea, so I might just have to sit there and get some rocks and go ping up against the window and say, get your butt down here and stream with me, boy. That's what I'll do. And then we're going to go for Burrito Boys. Yes, I even had to write down places where I want to go that we don't have down here. Oh, Mike, don't worry about the misspelling. I kind of like the Manitoba. Oh. And Yahya is playing a simulator called Microsoft Flight Simulator. Ooh. See, back when I was a teenager, I was a nerd. I have no problems telling you about that. I used to be in cadets, air cadets, and I used to go to ground school every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock so I can get my pilot's license. Susan! Susan! We have to meet. We have to. That's the whole point. I'm going to have your parents' lovely food in their restaurant. I think Godwin's going to come with me. If he's not, I'm dragging him. And we were going to like hang out. Hello, Luke. And rolling with Ian. Rolling with Ian. No, I might have to throw rocks at your place too, because apparently where my hotel is going to be, which I'm not going to say where I'm staying, it's not too far. I never did get my pilot's license. I deliberately self-sabotaged myself. When I had to go write the written part of the exam, I was, what, 16 at the time? I would have gotten my pilot's license before a driver's license. And we all know I don't have a driver's license, but the roads are much safer. And what happened was I just felt like I had so much pressure from everybody at the squadron because I was the only girl in the class. I'm usually the only girl in my class, like when I was in school for stuff, you know, breaking that glass ceiling. But I really enjoyed it and everything, and at the time, I, you know, I had like my parents pressuring me. I was 16. I had everybody at the squadron pressuring me. So I just like effed up one question because I effed up a couple questions. But if I knew the answers, and I could probably had a 95 on the exam. Just so you know, I am smart underneath the blonde hair. But that's what I did. So yes, flying a plane is very hard. I actually flew a plane like while I was in ground school quite a few times. Well, if Johnny doesn't know, I think Johnny and we might go do Korean at some point, but Popeyes, I'm gonna like do a little Popeyes tour. I should do that. Morgan, my love, you're still in Newfoundland. Do I regret not getting it? At the time, I didn't. I don't now regret it, but there was a while back that I did. But the cost of fuel for a plane to fly, and then having so many numbers of hours of flight time and everything to get up there, it's wow. And Alex gets around TO. He's in the chat. But it was fun. Like it was like I did that for about almost, well, 10 months. 10 months of ground school. It was every Saturday morning from 7 until 11 in the morning and everything. And it was pretty intensive. Susan, yes, I totally agree. Go back to school. Do stuff that you love. Yes, I'm coming to Toronto. I don't know if my description is down there, but for every super chat or PayPal donation, it is going towards the trip. Because hopefully Tuesday I can get my air flight ticket bought, paid for, and then all I have to do is just spending money. Can you tell us what you want to do, Susan? I'm curious now. But it's fun because, like, when I do go in a plane, I do like, you know, knowing what's going on. And I've actually, what trip was it? I think it was when I was flying to, where was I going? I think I was flying to France, but we had to do from Halifax to Montreal, and then go Montreal over to Charles de Gaulle in Paris. The airplane, I got to go up to the cockpit, and that was pretty cool. So I was just like looking at all the controllers, and I knew most of them and everything, but it was fun. I think so. I think it'll be fun, Alex, to do a collab with either one of them. I'm gonna stalk them. I mean, collab with them, you know. I might have to stalk some YouTubers up there and folks, you know. Or it could be the opposite. They could probably see me walking down the street as, you know. You're going to do a flight from Halifax to Toronto. Well, it's, you know that plane's flying in arc shape because it goes with the planet. And bring your proof of vax. Yes. You know what? Starting October 4th here in Nova Scotia, you need to have proof of vaccination to go to sporting events, stores, restaurants, bars, things like that. And right now there are even people, like some businesses, that are actually requiring it. So I have mine all printed off from the government of Nova Scotia, like health, like for public health here. And I have Mark's all printed off too, and we just keep them in our wallets. I am all double vaxxed. I was team Pfizer. Actually, everybody in my family was team. Look at this, I'm going red. Whew, it's warm. Yeah, I think when we fly from Halifax to Toronto, we have to do like almost like a U shape. We were supposed to start, well, our proof of vax is October 4th. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Monday, October 4th. We were supposed to open up this on the 15th to the rest of the, like, no restrictions. And then there was a great big music festival up in Truro, where I'm from. It was called Rock the Hub, because Truro's the hub of Nova Scotia. It's the center of the province. And they had like 61 cases of COVID from unvaccinated people that were out having a great time at this music festival and drinking and partying and whatnot. So, yeah. So those asshats up in the redneck country where I'm from, and I'm not a big fan of where I'm from, yeah, they kind of ruined it. Yeah, I'm from Toronto. I don't know. It's a very cliquey town. Like there's a lot of like the Stanfields pretty much own most of the town and everything. There's a lot of old money and it's very mucky muck as what we would. Well, that's what my mom used to call like the rich people were the mucky mucks and stuff. Did I go to university? The University of Life. When I got out of high school, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, so I went to community college and spent 2 years, and I became a hairdresser. Actually, when I came out, my license was for hair, makeup, skincare, like aesthetics and everything like that. And I did that for 20 some odd years. And then I went back to school and I took logistics and all that fun stuff and what that entails with shipping and receiving and warehousing and everything. Yeah, I'm going to figure out how to use the laminator at work. Because we got a really nice one. I'm going to see if somebody can, because I have to laminate part of my project anyway that I'm going to do. So if I can go in and take mine and laminate it and laminate marks, then I will. Chinatown's been pretty dead lately. Whew. Chinatown. I'm going to be hitting up there. I need my dim sum. That was the first time I ever had dim sum, was in Chinatown on Spadina. I can't remember the name of the place because it was a long time ago. Where can I laminate crap in Toronto? Staples? Staples will laminate stuff. See, when I worked in Midtown, I used to go to Kinko's because that was right across the street from the salon that I worked at. UPS is lined up. So, yeah, UPS thing. Yeah, I think Staples does it. I've had Staples go and print off stickers for me for my planners. Yes, I still do my planners. Actually, I have one right beside me here that I had to put some stuff in. It's how I keep myself all organized and scheduled. Don't leave it to this brain sometimes. I've been having brain farts lately. I had a big one the other day. I was like, oh, Muji. That's on there too because I need to get A5 refills because I have a new planner that I got for 2022, but it's an older planner and I just want to get like new stuff in it. Have I read A Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling? No, I don't read any. I'm not going to be reading her anymore because she's transphobic. So I have no time for that in my life. I'm not going to support somebody, you know, who came out and was against the trans community. I have a lot of friends that are trans, so no. You rejected Muji for a job. But I do want to get planner inserts and some pens and stuff. I've been watching Muji hauls. There's a thing on YouTube with Muji hauls. Isn't JK not gonna the R word? What's the R? Like, I know what the R word is. Yeah, JK Rowling does not like trans people. Don't got time for that in my life. I have a lot of friends. I met Anne Rice too, Scott Briggs. I met her in Toronto when she was there signing for Memnock the Devil. And she came in, she was going to the world's largest bookstore. Remember when that was around? And she was in a horse and carriage, dressed in a white wedding gown with a hat. And I got my book signed from her. Back in my vampire days, in my 20s. Do you remember Sanctuary in Toronto when that used to be down at Queen West and Bathurst, I think it was? I went there a couple of times too. Yeah, mine was in 95. Scott Briggs, We could have been there at the same time. Better than your Twilight days. Hey, I liked Twilight when that came out. Rolling in with Ian has a $5 super chat to buy a girly drink before you get on the plane. I'm taking an early flight. I always do if I'm going up to Toronto because I want to maximize my first day. So hopefully I can book like a 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. flight, get into Toronto around 8 or 8:30, I think, Toronto time, and have the day to myself. Like well, I'll see if I can like drop off my suitcase at the hotel. Like even if I can't check in, I will see if they will still hold it behind, like in a behind the desk, like Sanctuary became a Starbucks and is now called Starbucks. Oh man, I remember my goth days in Toronto. Toronto, oh my gosh, like, okay, I came from a rednecky small town where everybody has to know everybody's business. Like, if you stub your toe on a Monday, by Friday, you had, like, a broken ankle. That's how gossip spreads. And it was very whitewashed. And, you know, it has a history of, you know, it's a small town. And I moved up to Toronto, and I think my third day in Toronto, I was pretty much hanging out at what is now the Royal Bank at Church and Wellesley. Right there, it used to be Bar 501, and that was the first time I ever saw a drag queen show. That's where I met my future roommate Paul and my friend Martin, who owns a florist shop in St. Catharines. And oh yeah, it was great fun. And then I think I went on a Sunday night. By Monday, I had a job at a hair salon down in Midtown. It used to be right above Ada's Falafels, and there's still a salon in that location, but Ada's Falafels is now Osmo's Shawarma. So you had a mullet and tons of Skinner records. Ooh. My brother had a mullet. Ooh. Okay, I'll have the girly drink when I land. I'll have it with my breakfast. I'm gonna have breakfast in Toronto when I get there. And I'm gonna like have my little camera with me. I'll have my little pocket too, which is over there charging. And you remember when it was a Blockbuster? I think when I was up in 2008, I forget what was there. And where the TD Bank is right on the corner used to be the steps, and it used to be the Second Cup, and that's where everybody hung out. Like you would just like sit and hang out and just talk to everybody and everything. Oh, I love the Village. I can say I grew up in the Village. They were my peeps. I remember during Pride, back before it became so commercialized and corporate. I remember at Barbara Ann, well, what is now Barbara Ann Hall Park. It was, I forget what the park was called then, and it was, they used to have like stupid fun and games like washer toss, watermelon eating contest and stuff like that. And I did the watermelon eating contest, and yes, I won. I like watermelon. Oh, a mimosa with breakfast. I could do that. I can do that. But I remember when Second Cups were everywhere. It was everywhere. It was like what Starbucks and cannabis stores. Is the Halifax LGBTQ friendly and progressive? They are, and they're very political, and they're very active. They're very active. Yeah. It's like, what was it? One of the bars that used to be owned by members of the community. I remember when they closed down because of COVID, and then another owner bought it, and everybody was in an uproar because the owner wasn't in the community. He was straight, so was his partner, and they were trying to make it inclusive for everybody, like making it seem like it was just going to be a regular bar instead of being an LGBTQ plus establishment, because every time that there was an LGBTQ bar, in the city, these people would buy it up and it would turn into a dance club, or it would turn into this, and it'd be all like straight people going. So it wasn't like a safe and inclusive environment for people. I remember country style donuts. I remember country style. I remember Baker's Dozen. Yeah, I remember like the second cup was right on the corner where the steps are, where TD is now. And I remember a couple stores down was, hey Michelle, what was it? What was the other one? The Body Shop used to be there, because that was like, I fell in love with the Body Shop in Toronto. Agreed, Susan. I loved country style. They actually had like these ones that were chocolate with the toasted coconut. Oh, those were my favorite. Scott Briggs is boycotting Dunkin's because their food makes you ill and their donuts are frozen. I know Tim Hortons have frozen donuts. They get them shipped in like every week or something. They have to like bake them and put in like that itty bitty, not even a mouthful of filling, like if you're going to get something. Oh, New Brunswick has country style. Interesting. I haven't had a donut in so long. I cut out sugars. Why am I still so red? Granted, I've been like rubbing here, so. And Troy Mueller from Nepean, which is just outside of Ottawa, if anybody wants to know. And I remember Dunkin's, we used to go, because we used to go to Boston every summer to my aunt and uncle's house that they had in Massachusetts. So everything was Dunkin'. I don't know if I want to try Krispy Kreme. I don't know. I hear they're overrated. Like they're not as, you know, everybody raves about them and, you know. Hey, 12. You just received your pizza and they sent you the wrong one. Poop. Well, that sucks. Was it a better pizza than what you ordered? Like a more expensive pizza? Or was it like somebody just getting a cheese pizza with nothing on it? Krispy Kreme on McCall has the best location. I know one thing that I'm going to be doing for sure when I'm there. I'm going to walk my street. I'm going to walk Beverly Street. Is Michelle Gray in the chat? Hey, Michelle Gray, I didn't see you sneak in. I saw Michelle Briggs pop in. Yeah, I remember Dunkin's. My mom used to, like, when we'd go down to the States, she always liked the lemon donuts, like the powdered lemon donuts. And that's all she would buy, because Tim Hortons were crap. Domino's for you. I always go to, oh my God. I don't do the chains. I can't do, like, Domino's or Little Caesars or Pizza or whatever else. I just go to the place that's up on Gottingen Street that you can get like a 16-inch cheese and pepperoni pizza for $10 cash. Taxes in. And that's what Mark always gets every Friday night, whether he's at his dad's or he's here. And sometimes I will have a slice. Timothy's. I remember Timothy's. I have still a cappuccino cup up in my cupboard. I bought 2 of them from Timothy's at the Manulife Center, and they came with like the cup and the saucer, but the saucers have since broken and I lost the other cup, so I only have one. And yeah, that's my soup bowl. So when I do up soup or chili, I always put it in that one. North of Brooklyn. I've never heard of North of Brooklyn. I'm missing some chats here. But I do remember Timothy's coffee. And we had one here in Halifax, and it wasn't bad. And that left maybe about like 5 or 6 years ago. Queen Street and Beverly Street. Yes, Whippy dude. Queen Bevie. Whoop, whoop. Your favorite second cup on Bank and Somerset closed a couple years ago. When do I go to Toronto? I'm hoping to book my flight this Tuesday to come up on October 22nd, which is a Friday, and I'm gonna leave on Monday the 25th. So it is like a stupid short trip. I'm not probably gonna be sleeping a whole lot. I'm gonna be going and going. I have places that I want to go, and I'm like, I wrote out a list of places that I want to go, like where I want to record for walks and places to go eat. And I'm not really going to do a whole lot of shopping while I'm up there, but I do have a couple stores that I do want to look at. Muji being one of them, because I love stationery. I am a stationery whore. I will admit that right now. I am a stationery whore. And I got to go in there and see what I can find. And yeah. And I want to see, oh, okay, I'm going to Line Friends. I'm going to Line Friends up in Yorkdale. My friend Tanya was there the other day with her husband. And she got some stuff. I'm gonna be there. And I don't know what my next trip, like, I think after Toronto, like, at some point I want to go to Vancouver. My niece just went out 2 weeks ago for school. She's in her second year of UBC in Vancouver, so I want to go out. Have you arranged a collab stream with the boys? Not officially, but I know it's probably going to happen. I'd say it's 99.9% going to happen. Apparently, from what I was told by Mr. Strides, because he knows what hotel I'm going to be at, I'm like a stone's throw away from Mr. Continuum, so I can like throw rocks at his window and tell him to get his butt down and let's go stream and have burrito boys. Do Montreal. I haven't been to Montreal in a long time either. I can pass a little bit of French. A little bit of French. I know how to get myself around. I've been to France 3 times, so I'm the one who had to get my sister and I around Paris a lot, because she was looking at the map and we were like, she's not a navigator. I will be oh, that's awesome. I can do that, Susan. I better meet you. I want to meet you, Susan. Oh, Ken just put up a video. Okay. Oh, Clayton Crawford, the minstrel of all YouTubers. Raisins? I could use Smarties. Would he eat Smarties if I threw Smarties? Smarties in Canada, if anybody here is from the States, Smarties are chocolate-coated candies, and to me, they taste better than M&Ms. Raisins are less aggressive. Granted, I could take my aggressions out on raisins because I don't like raisins. But what if Ken doesn't like raisins? I don't want to offend him. You know, what if he goes like, what are you giving me the raisins? They look like dead bugs. Smarties. So yeah, that's, and you know, I can just like stream with Strides. Like I can hang around Midtown. I know I'm going to find him at some point in Midtown. And I know Midtown because I used to work up there. Troy Mueller. Can somebody tell me why my hair is always best 10 minutes before bed? Because your hair knows you're going to bed. Always. Yes, always eat the red Smarties last. Halloween candy. Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Haha, Smarty Pants. What am I gonna do with Max? Well, Mark's gonna be here because I'm going up by myself. So Mark's gonna, like, I'm gonna be hopping on the plane while he's still sleeping here, and then he'll feed Max in the afternoon because I'll feed Max before I go, and he'll just come by when he's on his walks. Like, this kid walks 5-6 hours a day. Like, the guy's 6'1". He's lucky if he weighs like 140 pounds soaking wringing wet. He's just all, he's very lean, and so he'll be by to feed Mr. Max. And then I gotta think, what can I get Max when I go to Toronto? Because I gotta buy him a, you know, he's my boy. He's my boy. goodness. Is he gonna walk, Max? No, Max is a lazy... Max, walk. Pfft. That's all he does is sleep. Harvest pumpkins. Oh, and I'm not one of those people that has to have like pumpkin spice coffee and look all bougie. That's not me. If you throw IPA at Johnny Strides, he will appear. That's probably true. I could come up with IPAs from down here from our microbreweries, and he can sample those. That'd be cool. Either that, or I can come up with hair products for him. Separate shampoo and conditioner. Or I could get him what they call a co-wash, which is, you know, because he's throwing out this, oh, I'm environmentally friendly, da-da-da, and all that stuff. My neighbor walks her cat on a leash like a dog. If not, suck up. Oh, I could suck up with the Farm Boy cookies. I could buy him Farm Boy cookies. Mike Landry, $5 super chat. Have a great evening. Have a good night. It's 8:30. Oh my, I don't even have, oh, I've only been rambling on for 40 minutes. I have the computer here looking at stuff. Max should be put as the image of your homepage. As the Max Meow report. Oh my gosh. Max, he's been, okay. I have him, I have pictures of him all over my Instagram. I wonder if I have any on my iPad, because I'm using my phone right now to stream. I gotta find a funny picture of Max, because that cat, he is what you call a hussy. This is how Max sleeps every day. Spread eagle on his back. Ken is thinking about cutting off his hair. Well, if he waits a month, I could bring up my stuff. Free haircut. That would be a stream. I did it with my son. Gave him a haircut on a stream. I had a lot of viewers on that stream. That was a good stream. People seem to enjoy watching Kiddo get his hair cut by me. Oh, did I find Max? No, I thought I hit something. Max is awesome, man. His anniversary's coming up this week. Well, no, it's next week. Next week is Max's 16? 5 years with me. 5 years that he was a rescue. In his old videos, he had really short. Oh, he did. I remember when he did the collab last summer with Johnny, he had his hair buzzed. So Max's anniversary with me is coming up soon, so I gotta spoil my boy. $65, it was worth it for your cut and the perm. That's a good price for a perm and a haircut. What kind of a, was it like a Japanese or a Korean perm? I want to try those. If you know, but I don't know. We had a Korean salon here in town on North Street, and I don't know if they reopened after the COVID. I don't know. Oh, it was Vietnamese place. I'd like to get put a perm into Mark's hair, because his hair is very coarse. It's curly hair, but it's very coarse, and it feels like a Brillo pad. Did I get Max as a kitten? No, he was already 3 years old. I was at the vet for almost a month with my other cat. Her name was Callie, and she died. But after being at the vet for a month, because she had dropped a lot of weight, and they were trying to intravenously feed her, and they had her on in an oxygen, like a hyperbaric tank for her, like that they have for cats. And I don't know what it was, but Max was in the next little kennel beside hers, keeping her company, basically. And when she passed on, Mark wanted a cat again, and I wasn't ready, but 2 weeks after Callie passed away, we got Max. But Max was surrendered by his owners. They took him in as a kitten and abandoned him. He went in for crystals, with urinary tract and crystals, and they left him there. And 3 years later, I got him. You should suggest to Ken the best collab would be a live haircut on both your channels at the same time. The person who gets the most super chats has to buy the other person dinner a burrito. Well, you know he's going to get more super chats than me. The boys do better at super chats than I do. So I gotta like up my game. Granted, my friend Tanya earlier, she was just like, what? People give you super chats? Like, they give you $5 if you showed boobs? And I said, pff, these are worth a lot more than $5. And I wouldn't do that anyway. That's not the type of channel I run. I am a respectable young lady. But yeah, Max was abandoned by his previous owners, and I think they abused him because every time I have to sweep the floor, he just flips his lid. Like he just gets really, he spits. He spits. Do a Donair live stream, get a Donair pizza. I could do that sometime. Payday's till Tuesday, but Tuesday I gotta book my flight. You can curl my hair for your super chats. I'll curl your hair. I'll do it with a flat iron too. It's super easy. Okay, next conversation. I can't wait to see what Clayton's gonna write in the comments. Clayton always writes really good songs. He's like the minstrel. I can just see him like with his little minstrel guitar, his little mandolin. It's a quick trip, Emma. I'm gonna go up on a Friday morning and leave hopefully like Sunday around, or Monday at like supper hour type of thing. That way I can get back into Halifax, because it's a 2.5 hour flight, or 2 hour flight. Oh, I'll never eat another Toronto Donair. I tried one 25 years ago. Ugh. Oh. No. My stomach is still, ugh. Because they don't do it right. They don't do it right, rolling with Ian. I guess when Godwin went out to, there was a place in Milton, I think it was called. It was called Halifax Donair. And I think that they had... Yes, you can have my permission to send... Why would you need my permission to send me a copy of Johnny's introduction of a superhero? I already had my superhero comment. That was awesome. I loved it. But, yeah, Milton has Halifax Donair, and I think the guys that own that are from down here originally, so that was the best places that have it. Jesse's Pizza. I don't even eat Jesse's Pizza here because it's not of my liking. I'm not one for chains. And there's a place on Queen West that claims they have authentic Halifax Donair sauce. Really? Yeah, Queen West, that would be Jesse's, because that's out by, is it the Junction or Roncy? Like around that area? It's out that way. I keep seeing it all the time, like when the boys are out there. I'll see Jesse's Pizza, and I'm just like, Yeah, because there's some places they think, oh, a Donair is just a euro, and instead of putting Donair sauce, they put like tzatziki. It's in Roncy. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going, like the only time I'm going to go that far west is on Sunday when I'm going to meet up with my friend Tanya, because she lives out in Etobicoke. So we're going to do that, and I'm spending the night Sunday night at her place. That's why I'm only getting a hotel for 2 nights, Hotel's already booked. It's already paid for. So we're doing that because she doesn't live, she just lives really close to, whatchamacallit, the airport. You miss lobster rolls from the East Coast. I remember my dad when he was growing up, because he's from the South Shore of the province, and it was a big thing, like all the, like, if you always knew the distinction between the poor kids at school or the rich kids, because the rich kids would always have like peanut butter and jam sandwiches for their lunch, and all the poor kids would have like lobster sandwiches in their lunchbox. And now it's like the opposite. Well, you can't have peanut butter at school down here. Probably like 90% of the country, you can't have peanut butter sandwiches in school. But yeah, it's just like lobster's so expensive, but it's so good. I love it. Yeah, I've never been to France. I've heard France on college is pretty good, if it's still around. Big S thinks he saw Tim Houston today. Tim Houston is our new premier. He's a conservative. Oh, they brought the McLobster to Toronto. Ooh, that's like an East Coast thing. That's how you know summer is here. Dollar drinks at McDonald's and the McLobster. My mom used to make really good lobster rolls. I don't know, like we would go down like at their cottage up on the North Shore. There's like, they're really close to a whole bunch of lobster fishermen that go through the Northumberland Strait, and you used to be able to get them right off the boat. And Mom would like get them boiled up because Mom didn't have a pot big enough to boil them, and she didn't like the sound that the lobsters make when you boil them. I mean, it's just the steam escaping from their shells, but it sounds like they're screaming, even though they have no vocal cords. So she would get them to cook them up. Oh, Michelle Gray, $10 super chat for your Toronto trip. Thank you so much. It is going to the trip. But no, we'd get home and she would be like shelling all the lobster and everything. Like we'd still have like lobster for dinner, but she would have like all the extras. She'd always have it all peeled and shelled out and everything like that. Mixed it with some mayonnaise, some cut up celery, like diced celery to give it some crunch, and go to the bakery and get like really fresh like sub buns, like Kaiser buns, but were like, oh, so good with lettuce, and toast them. She used to toast them up, put the butter on them, and then slap on. Yeah, it was good. What did I wrote down where I want to go to eat when I go to Toronto. I think I have, obviously, Popeyes. And I'm going to do Popeyes. I'm going to do Korean, I think, with Strides. We have to, you know, figure that out. Get the logistics done. Burrito Boys with, whatchamacallit, with Ken. Oh, we have a Baton Rouge here. Baton Rouge. We have that downtown and in historic properties. And I want to get the tiramisu at Italy, because, hey, if Kelly Stamps likes it, I may as well try it and see what the hype is. Burgers Priest. Never thought of that. I don't know. You can't take me to that place? How come? Is it closed? See, I'm a person, I'm very adventurous with what I eat. I will try anything at least once. Kelly Stamps is another YouTuber. She does like vlogs, and she pretty much, yeah, I don't know, like YouTube became like her main thing, and she's kind of like an influencer, even though she really doesn't do a whole lot. She just like listens to her K-pop, and I don't know, she has like her silver thing there. She talks with the spatula, makes it seem like she, you know, whatever. And all she does is move. She makes that much money on YouTube that she like gets bored of a place and then she'll move. She's lived in New York 3 times. Lived in Boston, I think, twice. She was down in Miami. Now she's in Texas. Like, all she does is move. Yeah, hopefully I can do Korean. Hopefully. I'll be down like in Koreatown a few times. Yeah, I have different little routes, and I asked the other day on YouTube, like I put a post up of places that people, you know, give me some ideas, because I have a few that, but I'm not going to Scarborough Bluffs. It's way too far. I'm not going to the zoo because it's a zoo and I don't do zoos. Because to me, animals are not there for, you know, for entertainment. Zoos and circuses. And somebody, like, I'm not going to be in the east side very much. I mean, I'm doing Riverdale and everything. Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich is tasty. I want to try, I haven't had Popeye's in years. I used to get it all the time in the States. It was like everywhere. Clayton, how did you know that's my favorite? I love Martian burgers with live lizards and thousand-eyed frogs. Those are the best, man. That's like specialty down here. What do you think donair meat is made from? Well, I'm going to be doing like Riverdale East and Riverdale West. So I'm going to be like in and around that area, and I want to do Cabbagetown. Because it was funny, because when I lived in Toronto, back in my younger youth, I didn't go and explore the city. I just basically stayed wherever the bars were. I lived in the West End. While I first moved there, I lived in Pape Village. I did Chinatown. My roommate Paul, he and I every Friday night would try different cuisines from all over the place. So, but I'm definitely doing Koreatown. I'm doing Chinatown again. That was the first time I ever had dim sum, was in Chinatown. And thanks, Clayton. But yeah, it was the first time I ever had awful falafels, as my brother used to call them. I had Ethiopian food. I had Greek food there for the first time. Yeah, I ate pretty much. Yeah, you can do that, Yahya. Yeah, I'll be doing Midtown anyway. Well, Midtown I want to do because I just want to show like where I used to work and everything. I remember getting off at the subway at Young and Egg, and there used to be Colonel's popcorn and a Great Canadian bagel in that subway station. So every morning I'd go and get my bagel, go up past Shoppers Drug Mart, get my water, head off to work. So I always had to open at 8:30 in the morning, and most of the time I'd still be half in the bag from the night before, or a couple of hours beforehand. Oh, it was great to be in your 20s and drinking, and you could do that. But yeah, I still remember where the post office was still a post office. And now it's like condos built on top of it, and it's like a bar. My hand's itchy. Does that mean I'm getting money? But I'm almost out of my water. I'm just trying to think. The last time we had a Great Canadian bagel, it was out in Bedford at the Sunnyside Mall, where Pete's Frutique is. And Pete's Frutique it's owned by Sobeys now, but it was like it was our version of, I guess, what Farm Boy would be in Ontario, but they only had like the 2 locations in the city, and it's very like, a lot of it was, well, Pete Luckett, who owned it, he was from England, so he brought in a lot of imported food from the UK. But Great Canadian Bagel used to be right next door to it. I used to like their maple bagels because it had like the maple syrup baked into it. It was so good. Oh, so good. Look, I'm getting choked up. Cinnabon, not, I don't know. Pardon me. Cinnabon. I was finding it gets a little raw in the middle. St. Lawrence Market. I gotta add that to my list. I want the pea meal bacon sandwich from there. Oh my god, if it still tastes as wonderful as it did then. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like everywhere. I'm gonna have to like take extra external power banks with me. I might get another memory card. I don't know if I'm taking my laptop up because I don't want to have to sit there and try to edit while I'm up there. I'd rather like go record a whole bunch of stuff and then come home, edit it, throw it up, because I don't want to have to lug a whole bunch of like stuff around. And I don't know, I always get nervous about having a laptop stuck in a hotel room while I'm off doing my thing. Eat mail. I remember going on Bell Simpatico in 1995 at a Toronto library. I can't remember. It was somewhere, I think it was the one that's somewhere on Bloor, around Lansdowne or Ossington. I know that they don't do daily housekeeping, but it's still... Yeah, I know that they don't do daily housekeeping. You have to request it, I think, during COVID. I'm okay. Like, I'm only going to have, like, 2 nights. So I don't need... Yes, that's it. Paddington's Pump. Yeah. I'm only going to be sleeping in the bed, like, 2 nights. You know. And I want to do some nighttime videos and stuff like that. And if I can get Singing Man or the Believe guy in my video, I will be a happy little girl. Is Godwin here? Hey, Godwin. I was telling Susan that you and I are going to go to her family's restaurant when I'm up there. And then we're going to have, like, I think the $2.99 dumplings. Where are those at? Is that at Juicy Dumpling? I saw your pictures on Instagram that day. And you know me and dumplings. That was me, Clayton. That was me. Shh. And I'm gonna do Kensington. Just because I used to hang out in Kensington a lot when I was in my 20s. I was a free spirit back in those days. Ooh, okay. Yep, they're just a block away from Susan's family restaurant. Okay. We're going there too. I think the Belief guy was there when I was there. I think. I mean, I was there in 94, 95, and I came back in 96. I was up there for almost 2 years. You have a very honest and lively live stream. Thanks for letting me have so much fun. Well, I'm having fun. This is just me. This is how I sparkle. And I'm completely sober. Can you believe that? Dragon City also has a DQ. Oh my god, I haven't had DQ in forever. No, hold on. I had it over a month ago. How does Jesse's Pizza have such high reviews? I have no idea. No idea. There's not that many in the city. Like, they are from Halifax. They were in New Brunswick for a while. Like, I remember them in Fredericton. I think they're only now in St. John. Hong Kong waffle from Dragon City. Waffle. I'm dieting now. I'm gonna start starving myself now, and then I can gain all that weight back when I go to Toronto. I can be happy. I cut out sugars. That's gonna be fun, going back on sugar when I'm up there. Bubble waffles. Oh, Bevie's gonna Google. I have to check this sucker out. And Yahya is hungry. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, I am sober. Clayton, have you noticed that I'm blonde? This is what makes me bubbly. Actually, when I was little growing up, my next door neighbor, he was from Finland, and he could never say Beverly, so it was always bubbly. Bubbly. What are bubble waffles made of? Ooh, eggs, flour, milk, and sugar. Oh, I'm dying already. What does it taste like? Has a sweet and custardy taste due to the amount of eggs. I am Googling. Is the Hong Kong waffle like a funnel cake? I think it's almost like bubble waffles. Oh, but they look yummy. Oh, you can get a Dash bubble waffle maker on Amazon. Ooh. Oh, I want, holy smokes, everyone. I'm blonde and I'm sober. Can you believe that? My hair's still kind of damp. That's why I'm not taking it down, because it will look really gross. Okay, it's not as fattening, but it's what you put on it that would be the fattening part. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. I'm thinking I would love to put up like a, do like a meet and greet while I'm up there. I don't know. We'll have to see. Like go in on it with the boys. I won't feel guilty for eating it. That's good. I am already down 10 pounds. I'm getting there. The chin's starting to go. Granted, I've been doing like chin exercises. They just look really awkward. And doing facial yoga. Stop talking about food. See, I already ate my dinner, so I'm not hungry. So, I mean, I did up ramen noodles tonight because, you know, it's just me here. I'm not going to cook up a big meal. But I cut up some sausages in it. I had some spicy sausages. So good. So good. I was like, I got my meat. I think we're making Yahya hungry because we're talking about food. Which is okay. I am just gonna check some. I have my computer in front of me. I gotta see what my boys are up to now. If they've landed in New York or not. Soon. September 24th, the first Friday of Halloween haunt at Canada's Wonderland. See, that's surprising, Godwin. Surprising that you haven't eaten yet, because you are like the king of enabling others. Whether it be McDonald's, which I think is your absolute favorite, or Five Guys, another favorite of yours. Because you like to what's the word? Oh, enable everybody else. I'm teasing you, Godwin. I love you. You're awesome. Your birthday is the day before Halloween. 50% off candles. Oh, itchy nose. Somebody's thinking about me. Oh. There. I love candles. Oh my God, candles and incense. Love all that stuff. I have like, my diffuser is on. I have a diffuser from Sage. So right now I have liquid sunshine because it's been crappy the last 2 days. So I had it all planned. I had places that I wanted to go, but Johnny enabled you to get a haircut and those Farm Boy cookies. Look, I'm going to have to try these Farm Boy cookies when I get up there and just to see what the hype is about. And if they're good, I will buy some and take them home with me and give them to Kiddo and say, try these. Stop itching your nose. It's contagious like yawning. Itch, 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 itch. I have a cute little nose. I don't like that it got bigger as I got older. Like, what's up with that? I had a cute little button. Let's get a pack and split it. Well, if they're that good, you probably want your own pack, and then I'll have to have my own pack. Do they have one that... Okay, I like when you go to Costco, because I do have a Costco membership. You can get, like, their chocolate chip, their white chocolate macadamia nut cookies, or their triple chocolate in, like, one great big clamshell container. You couldn't finish it all. We'll freeze the rest of them. Farm Boy cookies. What happened to Girl Guide cookies? Girl Guide cookies are a scam. $5 and you get, like, the itty-bitty littlest cookies, and then, like, after a couple of them, they're gone. And Mom's homemade cookies. My mom really doesn't bake anymore. She's young at heart, as I shall say. Oh, your friend is going to bring you Farm Boy cookies tomorrow. I do love in the fall when the mint cookies come out from the Girl Guide cookies. I love the mint ones. They sell Girl Guide cookies at Winners. I haven't been to Winners in a long time. Haven't been to Winners for a while. Last time I went was maybe about a month ago. I don't go to the mall very often, and that's the last time I bought. No, that was like the last time I bought like a 5-pack of my sheet masks that I get from at Winners. And then one day when the first time I went over to the Korean grocery store, they had like a little section there with like beauty treatments and stuff, and I saw a whole bunch of like sheet masks for $1. And I don't know what they said on them because it was all in Korean, but one of them had a picture of a mermaid, so I grabbed her. And another one had a picture of a dancing avocado, so I took him. It was great, and I put them on after I did my whole like skincare routine stuff, and I have them in the fridge, so I just like sit back, listen to my BTS with a sheet mask on my face. My Metro's selling the Mint Girl Guide cookies. Oh my gosh. Oh, banana bread. T-shots. I love banana bread. Pardon me. Cookies and banana bread. That's how you get to me. Or chocolate. You want to get to this girl's heart, you give me chocolate or chocolate mint. I like mint cho. Anything with mint and chocolate? Yes. Or banana bread. Ooh, fish slice congee is here. We don't have Metro down here. Metro is just basically what? An Ontario thing? Maybe, I don't know if it's in Quebec or not. I think it's just, we just have Sobeys because that's a Nova Scotia thing. That's where Sobeys is from, is down here. And we have Superstore, which is Loblaws, but we call it the Real Atlantic Superstore. And we have No Frills. And Co-op, if you're out in rural areas, the same with Foodland. So we don't have like Freshco, and we don't have like a couple of these. I don't mind Superstore. I mean, that's all we have for Loblaws. chocolate. See, if you want to get to my heart, chocolate or mint chocolate. Mint chocolate. But I do like going into Joe Fresh because that's where I get like a bunch of my t-shirts because they're cheap, especially at the end of the season. And I get my pajamas there. Bought out AMP, okay. Banana bread and butter tarts. I like butter tarts that do not have raisins. I do not like raisins. Ugh. Ugh. They're just, okay, raisins, if I'm going to eat them, they better be chocolate covered like glossettes, or they come in a little red box with the lady on it. I don't, oh, raisins are gross. It has pumpkin pie spice. Oh, that would be really good. I had, well, I smelled it, and I had like a little piece of it the other day. They were in the bakery, in the sweets kitchen the other day at work, and they were doing up zucchini loaf, but they did one that was made with banana bread. Like they did like a banana bread recipe, but they added in the zucchini. I thought that was pretty good. Raisins and chocolate are why. No, you know what I have trust issues with? Oatmeal raisin cookies, because I like oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. And yeah, and I bit into a cookie one time, an oatmeal cookie, thinking it was chocolate chips and it was raisins. Let's just say I'm not talking to that person anymore. No way. I must go to Krispy Kreme. Oh my God, I'm dieting. I'm like trying to lose weight so I can go to all these places. Oh my God, I'm going to turn it into a mukbang channel. I'm going to be sitting there going, this is me, it's wrong. Eating food. I can just imagine. See, I like pumpkin spice. I hate anything pumpkin. Like, I don't like pumpkin pie. So Mom always, when we were little, or when we were younger for Thanksgiving, she would always make me a lemon meringue pie because everybody else ate pumpkin. Messini's Authentic Gyros on the Danforth. Susan saying baked goods from T and T, not TNT. It's not dynamite. That's a song by BTS, but not TNT. Yeah, we don't. No, we don't have TNT down here. I remember outside of Fredericton they had a PAT, or like that store. The Max, where were you? Come on up. Max is there. Can you imagine No Frills got together with Superstore? I guess it would be Frill the Superstore. Here's Bill. Max. Come on up. Come on up. Well, come on up. People want to see you. People want to see them. Yeah, we do have No Frills down here. We have one over in Dartmouth right across the bridge. And then there's one over in Spryfield. Oh, itchy eye. No Donairs in Toronto. Oh, I'm not going to be having Toronto, their versions of No. I'm addicted to my lip chap, sorry. Everybody's saying hello to you, Max. They're saying, hello, Max. And he's not coming up. Hold on. I'm going to feel what my hair feels like. Hold on. My hair's getting long, man. Yeah, it's still kind of wet. Look at that. Two in one chapstick. Whippy dude. No 2-in-1 anything in my house. Oh, yeah, because my hair's still kind of wet underneath. Oh, well. I'll leave it down because I'm really warm in H Mart. We don't have H Mart, but it was funny because there's one right across the street from my niece's dorm, her residence at UBC, and she loves it. Oh my God. Fast for a week. I'm going to fast starting tomorrow. I'll do intermittent fasting. I'll, do the 16-8 thing. Oh. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm already like a little over, no, I don't know, last week I was 10 pounds down. I didn't measure myself because I've been, I did use the scale last week, but I usually try to just measure stuff. Hair down makes me look younger than my 29 years. Oh, rolling with Ian, you silver-tongued devil, you. Because I covered my grays a couple weeks ago. Yeah, you can tell that my hair's still kind of damp. "29 years. With how many years extra experience?" With 18 years. Your hair's the same length. Yeah, my hair seems to be longer in the back, even though it used to be shorter in the back, because I had it as a, like, an inverted bob. This is how I get all the boys and some girls. It's the hair. I gotta fix the, See, this is what happens when you use separate shampoo and conditioner. You have beautiful hair like me. And all the bottles that I use are all from other recycled bottles. Jack Benny. Oh my God, my dad used to watch Jack Benny all the time. Jack Benny. Oh my God. What else? The Two Ronnies. He loved all the old, like, British comedy. Godwin needs a haircut. My hairband, I don't know if you can tell, the little crystals that are in it are like iridescent. $4.99 at Michael's, the craft store, I know. But yeah, that's what I had in earlier. But, you know, I gotta look cute for you guys. Even though I'm not wearing makeup, all I have is just like my lip chap and my, I have mascara on. That's it. On the bus. On the bus? What are you saying, Carol Perry? Welcome to the chat. And Susan loves her new stylist. That's good. I miss some of my clients, but I have, a lot of them are still like my friends. Yeah, Michael's, they had like, you know, like those little, it was in the aisle, and that you would see like keychains and lanyards and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden they had like on one side of it hair accessories, and they had barrettes and bobby pins that were bejeweled, and they had these. So I was like, hey, I need one. Oh. Oh. Sorry to hear that, Ian. Root canals suck. I know, I've had one. You found Funko Pops in Michael's? I'm debating on getting a J-Hope Funko Pop. But yes, Ian, go get your T3s. Get your T3s, and hopefully you can get your botched up root canal fixed. Oh my gosh, I know what that's like. Oh, I had a root canal on this side a few years back. It's a British show about double-deckers. Oh, okay. On the buses. I don't remember that one. I remember when I lived in Toronto, my friend Paul and I used to watch Are You Being Served? And we used to do quartered bets. We used to bet each other every weekend when it would come on. We'd have our quarter bet to see what color Mrs. Slocum's hair was going to be. So we would like, I would sit there and say, it's going to be like canary yellow. And he'd be like, no, it's going to be blue today. And we'd like bet our quarters on it and stuff. So we each had a quarter. So what would happen if she had green hair, it would just go into the pot for next week. And we would just add to it and stuff. You never got your wisdom teeth. Oh, I had my wisdom teeth taken out in grade 11, March break. That's how I got to spend my March break. My cheeks out to here, bruised, stitches that were tickling and stuff, and I couldn't eat anything. Everything went into the blender and through a straw. Ooh. Bevie, tell me what to do first for a plane if you went to ground school. Yeah, here. I went to ground school in 1999. Or no, 1990. Oh my god. Yes, I'm old. First thing that they teach you is going to be the parts of the plane. You're not going to learn all the controls and stuff like that, because you've got to learn everything from the different mechanics of it, and you start learning all the different things, like the difference between a flap and an aileron. You know, what's an angle of attack versus an angle of incidence. You know, what are the colors of the lights on the planes mean? You know what I mean? Like, so if you see red light and a green light, you gotta know what that is. I taught you how not to flirt. I flirt with everybody. I'm just a flirty person. It's just who I am. And if you're really cute, then I really put on the flirts. Unless I get really nervous. And that's been known to happen, that sometimes I choke. And I just come off looking like a derp. Wow, you guys have been like sticking around for the last like hour and a half. You guys are awesome. No, it doesn't. A red light on a plane is on the right side of the plane, and the green is on the left side of the wing. I never wanted to get a driver's license. Whippy dude, I am a nervous driver, and yeah, the roads are much safer without me on it. You know, no, I'm a white knuckle driver. I'm like, but I am a great co-pilot. I can be a navigator. I can get you anywhere you need to go in the shortest route. Runway lights, no. Runway lights are red and white, and it all depends on the angle that you're coming into the runway. If you see it as red, you can't go on there, because that means you're going too low. But if you see them as white, you're coming in at the angle that you need to go into. Has nothing to do with having to stop because of things, because you're going to get clearance from the tower anyway to go in. But it's as you're coming in your flight path, if that you're seeing the red, you're too low. You're too low, and you're going to have a hard landing. But you have to see them as being white, because they're dual lights with red on the top, white on the bottom. Or no, white on top, red on the bottom. Blue lights are always on the taxiway. Frig, I still remember this after 30 some odd years. I'm awesome. My ADHD is bad for driving. I'm just a really nervous driver. I told this story on one of my streams one time, because somebody was asking, because I always had that comment, like, how come you don't drive? And I said, like, when I was in driver's ed in grade 11, I was making a 90-degree turn. I was making a right-hand turn, and I was like making the turn, but there was like, it's still there, but there was a telephone pole, a utility pole, and I kind of like cut the turn a little too close, and I took off the passenger side mirror and scraped the car. And the driver ed teacher was sitting beside me, and she slammed on her brakes, because driver ed cars always had that second set of brakes for the instructor. And she slammed those on, told me to get out, get in the back seat. She was driving. We went to Shoppers Drug Mart. She picked up a pack of smokes, and she had quit smoking like 20 years prior. And this is back when you could buy cigarettes at the drugstore. And we proceeded to go across the street to Tim Hortons while she drank an extra large double-double. I'll never forget this. And sat there and chain smoked, and gave me stink eye for the rest of the thing. And it traumatized me. And every time that I would drive home from school with my mom would always hit the, like, grab onto the oh shit bar that's up by the door, And that made me nervous. So just people who were making me nervous just made me nervous. So I'm just, no. But you need me to be your navigator. I can get you to point A to point B in the shortest amount of time and distance. Will I ever go down to the States? Eventually. We'll see. My passport has so expired, so I have to do that. I have family down there now still, so I would like to take kiddo down and so he can meet like American cousins and everything. Bevie, you need Chinese driving instructors. They're chill. Maybe. I always said one of these days I will get a driver's license, but right now, you know what? The roads are much safer without me, and you don't need me on you know, I'd be one of those asshats. Oh, and I do remember one time I was driving home from work at nighttime because it was dark, and I was with my dad, so Dad gave me the keys to the car. What do we have? It was a Lumina. We had a Chevy Lumina. This is early 90s, and we had one of those cars, and I'm driving home, and I hit a cat. And I wanted to stop. I start to think, and Dad goes, nope, keep going. I was like, no, I hit a cat, and it just, yeah. And I was always nervous that I'm going to hit a cat at nighttime or hit an animal scooting out into the road at nighttime. I lived in a pretty rural area too, so we would see deer, skunk, raccoons out on the road, pets, things like that. Yeah, we had a Lumina. Like, those were pretty popular after Days of Thunder because that was the car that they used in Days of Thunder. But no pressure. One of these days. And transit here, everybody will always complain about where they live that transit sucks. Halifax transit sucks. I mean, we have really 2 routes that come every 10 minutes, every 10-15 minutes. After that, you have to wait like half an hour for another bus to come. If you just miss it, you're waiting another half hour, and it's a pain in the ass. And half the time, the drivers aren't wearing masks. But yet they'll enforce it for everybody else. They have to wear a mask on the bus, but then they're being hypocrites. I remember my Chinese driving instructor starting cursing in Chinese when I almost rear-ended someone. Oh. Yeah, I hate transit down. And, I don't know, I wish we had something like the Presto card or something like that. Like, yes, we'll still take cash. Like, you know, you have to have like the exact change because they're not going to make change for you. Or you can buy like a sheet of 10 tickets for $25, which is a hella ripoff. Or you can get a bus pass for $83 a month, and that's unlimited. What's my favorite video by you? Big S, I still like the drive that you did from Roby Street that you were with your dad. And I also liked when you went to the Dingle Tower. But like went to Sir Sandford Fleming Park, but didn't get up to the Dingle because the tower was closed. But yeah. Oh, I got like the itchiest nose. Don't go to Brampton. I have no plans to go to Brampton. None whatsoever. Yeah, at least Halifax we have 2 ferries. One to Dartmouth, one to Woodside, which is the south end of Dartmouth, going towards the passage. Yeah, I like our ferry boats. I mean, they cost the same as transit, so and transit here is only $2.75 for an adult. $2 for 12 and over, and $2 for seniors. Anything, if you're 12 and under, you get to ride for free. Big S doesn't know what video is his favorite. Well, I haven't put out that much in the last couple of months, and that's stressing me out. Like, literally, it stresses me to high heaven that I haven't been putting out stuff. Toronto doesn't have anything like Argyle Street. Argyle Street is like one great big party, isn't it? That was a good stream. That was probably one of my favorite streams that I did in a while. Well, how much is it in Toronto? Isn't it like $3? Or is it $3.50, $3.75? I'm just trying to think. Hold on. It was $2.75 when I left in '96. I don't know how much it would be now. Oh, Clayton had to go he had to change a light bulb. Ugh. Yeah, I got a little bit of a, it's starting to dry now. $3.15. It's $3.15 for the bus in Toronto? Yeah, it's $2.75 in Halifax. And you can, and your transfers are good for 3 hours, up to 3 hours. Now, sometimes you might get a really awesome bus driver that will give you a transfer that will last a lot longer than 3 hours. I have a favorite thumbnail by you. What's your favorite thumbnail that I did? I'm curious. Yeah, ours is, I still have tokens. I still have 2 TTC tokens in my jewelry box. I don't know what I'll do with them since you can't use them anymore. So I might get creative and get in epoxy and get like earring bases and make earrings out of the 2 tokens. One with the TTC logo on one side and the other side with whatever else is on there. Oh, you like the one with Theodore Tugboat? That was when he was out in Bedford, actually, when I did the Bedford DeWolf Park. And now Theodore is in Hamilton at his new home. I have a chin hair right here, and it's driving me nuts. I hate getting old. I don't want to be 30. I'm like looking at my dining room table. Godwin, a $10 super chat for your Toronto fund. Popeyes? Oh, I'm doing Popeyes? Man, I'm going to be living at Popeyes. If I'm not having Korean, it's going to be Popeyes. Or Italy for tiramisu. Because I want to try a tiramisu from Italy and see what the hype is about. But yes, Popeyes. Yes. And Big S's favorite video is the Pedway. I might have to do that. Like, I know, work is just exhausting. Like, it's just trying to balance between working 8 hours. How dare you, I am 29. Yes, I am 29. Just working like 8 hours a day. And it takes me 20 minutes to a half an hour, depending on traffic, to get to work. And then when I come home, I gotta cook supper. And, you know, do the dishes and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, it's like, next thing I look, and it's like 7 o'clock at night, and it's starting to get dark, and I'm just like, I'm tired. What was the name of the northern Chinese restaurant that used to advertise on the radio all the time? There was one off Yonge Street in North York. That I don't know, because I don't know North York very well. And Big Ass might go to Chi-Town. Chi-Town. I've always wanted to go to Chicago. And another reason why Bevie is not outside streaming is I racked up the Wi-Fi. Oh wow. I just looked at my subscriber count. I am at 1,201. I cracked the 1,200. Yes. Yay! Yay! Oh man, I'm such a loser sometimes. Oh. And teleport yourself to work I wish I could. I totally, yeah, I have to go outside sometime. And I always get nervous because, like, in the mornings, I want to do a bus ride of going to work. So, you know, but my bus gets crowded now because I have kids going to school. So I don't want to have to, like, you know, see all the kids. I don't want them in the video type of thing. My channel is growing. I'm over the 1,200 hump. I'm a loser. Okay, I gotta put my hair back up. Gotta look cute again. I could leave it in a ponytail, but I won't. Because I like it when my hair gets kind of like wavy. Because I have like a leave-in conditioner that I put in. Because I bleach my hair, so I have to have like good hair products. No, we're not watching Action Kid. Woohoo! Yeah, I haven't been on the dashboard in forever. Because I had some good advice by saying don't look at your numbers all the time. So, yay! I'm getting there, slowly but surely. I'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get my gimbal to work maybe this week, and maybe I'll do a lunch hour stream. I know I said I was going to start doing those, and then I didn't. But what if I did? Would that be something you guys would be interested? I'm not going to eat on my lunch hour stream, but I can like hang out and chat with you guys outside. There's nothing really to walk around. Just tell the kids you're an aspiring North Hollywood director. Well, you know, they do make a lot of anything that you see on Netflix that's a Stephen King, it's made here. If you see, there's another show that's coming up on the CBC. That's I forget what it's called, but they made that here last year. They did Clive Barker's Books of Blood here last year or 2 years ago. First of all, when Bevie arrives in Toronto, tell Johnny to meet her at the airport. No, because he'll still be sleeping. I'm getting there early. I'll be in Toronto early in the morning. And then I will hop on the, because if I come in through Pearson, we'll see. Tuesday is payday, and Tuesday is the day I'm going to book my flight. I'm going to look at WestJet, because right now it seems to be that they're having pretty good deals going from Halifax to Pearson. And then I will hop on the bus, get to the subway, and ride the TTC until I get to the hotel. Actually, I probably won't even be able to drop my, or check into the hotel that early in the morning, because I don't know how busy it's going to be. But it would be nice if I can do an early check-in, just drop my stuff off, grab, my thing, go and eat, and then go eat, and then start filming, recording. I miss doing regular videos with me, dude. I miss going out like 2 and 3 times a week, hopping on the bus or the ferry and just going any place. Eyes are but I do. I miss doing the streaming. Like I was on a roll. And then it just seems like I just got stopped and everything. And I don't want to film anything while I'm at work because, there's confidential stuff on the computer. So I'm not going to do that. I mean, I'll be vlogging my flight. Like you guys will see me hop into like the cab that's going to take me to the airport. I'll have to do that because I don't think the bus will be going out that early. And I'll show you the Halifax Stanfield International Airport or whatever. I don't even know what our airport's called. It changed a couple years ago, but I'll show you that. And then when I get on the plane, I can't believe you have to pay for your seat on the plane. Like, oh, You have no choice. Like, it's not like that they can say that you can opt out of that option. They want you to pay for your seat. And I'm just like, okay, I thought that would be included with the price. And you'd stick me in some random spot, but oh well. I will basically try to get a window seat because I like to put my head up against the wall there with my little pillow that I take. And I'll try to sleep for 2 hours if I can. Get off the plane. You know, I think my luggage is small enough that I don't even have to check it. It will be in the overhead compartment. And my backpack will be under the seat in front of me. And I have my purse with me. I'm planning everything out. I'm one of those people, I will plan everything out. I even started a spreadsheet of things that I want to do, like, and I hate spreadsheets. I hate them, but I have it on here with my, well, work I have Excel, but down here I have Google. I have my Google Sheets. So I have like what I'm taking for clothes. You know, what am I going to need for 3 days for clothing? You know, should I pick up stuff at a grocery store to keep in my hotel room, like snacks and pop or whatever, or cider? Godwin said he's going to get me a cider from the Niagara region because I like ciders. I'm a fermented apple girl. Yeah, I don't mind being by the wing. I like it when anywhere that's near, like where an exit, like an emergency exit is, because you get extra leg room. Yeah, the tail, I'm not a fan of. Not a fan of the tail. I usually try to stick around the middle. You're Minecrafting? I'm not getting any warnings. Yeah, I'm just gonna do carry on. Be assertive. Oh, I'm assertive. I'm an East Coaster. We know how to, we do it politely. And just so you know, if you hear me calling somebody my dear, I'm throwing shade. Oh, the emergency exit rows are premium seats that cost it because they have that a little bit of extra leg room. Sorry, I'm itchy underneath my bra strap. There. The girls are getting itchy. But, see, it happens. See? Problems of being a girl. But it's a great place to hook your microphone onto. Just throw it onto your bra strap. That's what I do sometimes. TMI. Guys do TMI all the time. Alright, let me just check the health of my stream. Saying it's excellent. So. Now, TMI is if I start talking about moon time and lady time. Which I don't really do. Unless, you know, most of my audience is going to be people that relate when I say, oh my god, I got cramps today. But that's not today. That was an example. But yeah, I have that advantage that the boys don't have. I can just clip my microphone, my external mic, onto a bra strap. Yeah, I'm wearing the crappy bra for you guys tonight, sorry. The good ones are in the wash. But yeah, that's where I keep my mic on my bra strap. It doesn't hurt to be a girl sometimes. But lately, I don't know, I had to change like my audio settings on when I'm editing or something. I don't know what it is. I've had people saying that I'm talking too low when I do my videos, and I'm just like, I'm still talking at my regular voice. And really, like with my mic, it's only underneath like one layer of clothing, like just a t-shirt, you know, so it's not like, you know. I've had a few people that aren't really regulars to the channel, but they're like, I can barely hear you. Sorry. I'm not going to scream and shout in public. Unless somebody's pissing me off, and then I have to. I got like these leggings on and they're textured, and I'm just like rubbing my leg because it just, I don't know, they're textured. Little things amuse me, you know. Well, not all little things, but you know, little things do. Okay, I'm officially out of water. Oh my word, I've been talking for almost 2 hours. And you guys are still here? Kudos to you. And how many, I really haven't brought up BTS that much. Not really. I'm still doing the K-pop thing. I haven't put anything on my second channel since the Lavender Farm. Actually, I was thinking about doing almost like a day in the life and everything. And I was just like gonna do a hyperlapse of me doing my workout now in the mornings. You know, cooking breakfast or cooking lunch, you know, whatever. Or, you know, drinking my coffee while I'm going through my emails on the computer type of thing. So I'm just like, we'll see. I know I have to put something up. I don't know what your area is, Yahya. You could be living anywhere in Toronto. But, you know, don't put it in the chat of where you are. That's not safe. A 24-hour nonstop live stream. Oh my God. What would I talk about? I could give you my whole life story. It was a no, it wasn't thunder and lightning it was a snowstorm of all snowstorms on Friday, the 4th of January, when the paperboy came to the door to get his collection money, and my mother opened up her wallet to give him the money, and her water broke. Is that too much information? And then 7 hours later, I graced the world. Oh, Yahya, how many times has Johnny done a Young Street live stream? A lot. Yeah, it wasn't really dark. It was a blizzard. I was born in a blizzard. That's why I like winter. I am a winter baby. I like the snow. I like it when it's cold. I love bundling up. I love hot chocolate with marshmallows. Cuddling under a blankie and watching Netflix with somebody, but that hasn't happened in a while. Carol Perry has Russian mafia. The Halifax used to have a Russian mafia. I haven't heard anything about them in a long time, but we had them here. I'm back. Did you miss anything? Oh, I talked about my birth. Not really, just for like 2 seconds. No, I'm a winter. I like fall and winter. Those are I thrive. Like, I am so, summertime, I am like the crankiest person that you'd ever, I hate the humidity. I hate the heat, everything. Oh, I love, but think of it this way, God, when it's winter time, you can have like hot drinks, hot toddies, you can have like special coffees, you can snuggle up with somebody under a blankie, go on a sleigh ride with horses. It's great. Oh God. I don't know if I could pull an all-nighter to to do a 24-hour live stream. Emma took the boat from Bar Harbor, Maine to Yarmouth, and Yarmouth is pretty depressing, to be honest. Yep. Don't take Yarmouth as a representation of Nova Scotia. It's not. It's just like a little hick town, nothing in it. But you can't cuddle in the summertime because both people get icky and sticky, Godwin. But in the wintertime, you can get under a nice fluffy blankie, like a plaid one, you know, and just saying. I can't wait for fall to start. Sweater weather. I love sweater weather. Love the fall. Love Halloween. Oh my God, I go all out for Halloween. Except for last year. I had a bad Halloween last year. It wasn't good. Not good at all. Ken did a 6:15 a.m. stream and said he's not a morning person. Was it a stream? I remember one time he did a walking video of him going to work early in the morning. If it's someone you love, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't want to be like cuddled up to somebody in the middle of a heat wave with humidity and all of a sudden your skin's sticking to them and you're going to be like, yeah, it hurts. It's like sitting on a leather seat in a car in the summer. Summer is for belly slapping. Winter is for belly slapping. I encourage you, oh, hold on. Lockdown birthdays. I never had, my birthday wasn't in a lockdown, so I didn't have it. Like even last year on my birthday. No, because I remember we ordered, hey Allie, we ordered Swiss Chalet and we watched Johnny Stumbles. I think it was a Stride stream and he was checking out one of the new TTC stations on my birthday and he sang happy birthday to me. Not once, but twice. I don't smell either. I shower every day. And I make sure to wash the pits. And I don't sweat. I'm not a sweaty person. I am like humidity, but I'll sweat right here. Lockdown birthdays or smaller cakes. I haven't had cake for my birthday in a couple of years. Yeah, I like cake. Cake is good. Chocolate cake. Devil's food cake. Lavender deodorant. I've always wanted to try that Native. I keep hearing it every time I'm listening to my podcasts. They're always like, you know, do like a little promo for Native, and then if you use their promo code in the thing, you can save like so much. So I'm just like, that would be pretty cool. My dad sent me an attachment. Is my dad sending me spam? Alright, sorry about that. Do I get free samples from my work of the baked goods? Yes. Actually, every Sunday, like I work Sundays to Thursdays. Let me get rid of this. There. I work Sundays to Thursdays because I'm there when the participants are there. I always get my loaf of multigrain bread for the week. I just get one loaf. The other day I had to get hamburger buns because Kiddo and I were having salmon burgers, which, yum, salmon burgers with a little bit of lettuce and tomato and sriracha mayonnaise. Really good, really good. So we had that the other night. Sometimes I know I could, like if Mark wants a cookie or something like that, I'll get him one of the cookies from work because they're like the size of a small dinner plate. And he likes the, what does he like? He likes the chocolate chip. And I took cinnamon rolls to the cottage one time. When I went to the cottage at the beginning of the summer, I took cinnamon rolls. Ones that I made because I was in the kitchen that week. And I made them. And I took a package to my mom and dad. And every morning when I come into work, that's all I smell is the bread. The bread baking in the ovens. And we do a whole lot of different types of breads, from like your pan loaves, which is your white and whole wheat, multigrain, focaccia, ciabatta. During the spring, they'll do a challah. And, Yeah, just a whole bunch of different breads, bagels. This summer we did pride bagels with the rainbow colors through them and everything. We do cinnamon buns, tea biscuits, blueberry biscuits, cookies. If we're doing cookies, chocolate chip, ginger, molasses spice, oatmeal, oatmeal raisin, oatmeal chocolate chip, kitchen sink cookies, hermit cookies, peanut butter cookies. It's carbs, and I'm just, I don't need the carbs. Then I realized up in my freezer, because I was reorganizing it yesterday, I found keto bread up in the freezer that I forgot all about. It was Carbonate that I got at Costco, and it's a multigrain seed bread, and it's made with almond flour and coconut flour. So there's very little carbs in it. So, and egg. There's a lot of egg in it, and nuts. So I've been making my sandwiches with that, and I always use, like, if I'm in the mood for peanut butter, I usually just get my the peanut butter you have to just the natural that you have to stir yourself because it separates. But yeah, carbs. And I had carbs tonight because I had those noodles. You want French toast. Well, do not use Uber to order French toast. Y'all want to move into this small little apartment. My 2-bedroom apartment. Actually, it's a fairly good size for a building that's like 50 years old. My balcony is really small. I think you could probably fit maybe 2 people sleeping on there, maybe. Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I have no eggs. I'm all out of eggs, and I was like gonna make scrambled eggs this morning for breakfast, and I had no eggs because I ate them yesterday for breakfast. But I had yogurt, so I finished off my yogurt. I had Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, and threw in some berries that I had. And then I had to fix my nail because it broke. My nails are getting long. I have short little fingers, so, you know. I'll carb out in Toronto. Chobani? I never had, what's Chobani? Oh, let's Google Chobani. Ooh, it's a Greek yogurt. I love Greek yogurt. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, it's a US type of and it's in New Berlin, New York State. And its headquarters are in Norwich. Okay, I gotta find out what congee is, because Godwin mentioned congee in that one about congee and dough fritters, and Susan had congee earlier. Oh. It's a type of rice porridge. Or gruel. Okay, gruel just sounds horrible. But rice porridge sounds more good. Appetizing. Gruel sounds like Oliver Twist. Please, can I have some more? Ooh. Why is it called congee? It's rooted in the Tamil word kanji, meaning boiling. So it's a type of a porridge. Okay. Sounds pretty good. It's served all over dim sum. See, when I eat dim sum, I can't remember now. Oh, who makes it in here? Best choice Chinese food. Yangjing Chinese. Jackie's Cafe. Who else? The Zen Chinese. Chinatown. Sheng's. Ki Hong. What? No way. Okay, Ki Hong is a Cantonese bakery and dim sum. I didn't think we had a Cantonese here. Where is it at? Down on Granville Street. I have no idea. Okay. Hop Sing, Fong Sing, Fong Hua, Orient Chinese, Canton Garden, the Golden Fortune, Manchu Walk. No. Oh, the Look Ho Ho that I walked past the other day. Great Wall. Mark wants to go back to the Great Wall. That's where we went on Lunar New Year. And I did a live stream after we finished because I had to walk off supper. He wants to go back there, so we'll see. Look up Asian Legend. Northern flavors with a traditional style. It's in Vaughan. Are they microwave meals? Or does it have like a, let me look at their menu. Fans, how come you're sad? Talk to me. Let me be the shoulder. I don't know, I'm just in one of those funks because of the weather. And I have been for a while. Ooh. I'm sorry, the first thing I'll always look at is desserts. What do they have for desserts? Deep fried banana. Mango pudding. Ooh. Deep fried apple and a hot toffee. Red bean pancakes. That sounds good. I've never had that. Glutinous rice balls in osmanthus sweet wine or rice wine. Ooh. No, that deep fried banana sounds good. It's kind of like a Bananas Foster. Oh, is that what? See, I'm sorry. My crush has a boyfriend. Oh. Oh. Well, if it's any consolation, I have a crush on somebody and I don't think that they know that I have a crush and I'm scared to tell the person because, you know, at my age, you know, we're supposed to have our shit together. But unless somebody told the person that I like them, but I don't know. But I do have a crush on somebody and I have for like almost a year. Please look up Martian hamburgers. Yes. Clayton, that's our... No. Oh, the Walking Man dude. I don't know what I'm going to do about the Walking Man dude. I haven't seen the Walking Man dude in a long time. He hasn't been in one of my streams for a while. He forgot all about me and he moved on to the Walking Woman dudette. No, I'm just kidding. See, you have online friends. But yeah. Mini Martian hamburgers. Oh, Burger Week is coming up in Halifax. When is that coming up? This is a tradition that we do every year, and for the last while, we haven't been able to because of the COVID. Halifax Burger Week. Yeah. What is it? October. Usually it's in March, but this time they're putting it earlier. It's going to be in October. Oh, so they have pictures of the lineup of the burgers. Ooh, Applejack burger. There's, I don't know how to pronounce that, the Baba Bacon burger. Coconut fried chicken. Veggies. Tex-Mex Barcelona Nacho burger. Hop Daddy. Ooh. Ooh, I might have, I don't know. Burger Week starts October 14th. And then you get your passport. Like, you can get a passport, so anytime you go to like a participating Burger Week, they stamp it, and then you submit it, and you can get like prizes. A lot of the burgers are for charity, so you'll get like, and they have like from $5 burgers all the way up to, they have a kangaroo, they had a kangaroo burger one year, and that was $30, but it all went to Feed Nova Scotia. Let me see. Oh, and they even have dessert burgers, lobster burgers. Let's see what they have for dessert burgers. Okay. Oh, one of the dessert places, they're making cupcake burgers that look like burgers. And then there's, oh, at Kai Brady's, they're doing the Down Under with the effing lot. So that would be your kangaroo burger. Buffalo. What are we talking about? Walking woman, dude? Oh yeah, we have 5 guys here. Whippy dude. We have 2 5 guys. 2. I was saying about walking bougie burgers, yeah. Bevie, I want a burger. See? Godwin, you're on the mend, dude. You're on the mend. You want a burger. Okay, this one here goes to Feed Nova Scotia. Holy moly. Kangaroo patty. Cheddar, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, back bacon, jalapeno, pineapple, beetroot relish, barbecue sauce, and a fried egg on a toasted brioche bun. And then you get fries. And the picture makes the burger look like it's about this big. Oh, Burger Week is coming up. Oh, what the hell? I don't know. No, I'm on a diet. I will eat when I go to Toronto. Bison burgers, let me see. Lamb burgers, breakfast burgers. Let's all right, let's looky here. The Kentucky Yaki burger. That looks interesting. Beat the Blues burgers. It has blue cheese on it. A Cheeto chicken cheeseburger. That looks pretty good. Hog and Slaw. Barcelona. The Spicy Bite You Back burger. El Polito Costeño. I hope I said that right. Okay, so if you just put in burgerweek.co, you'll find or just Google Burger Week, Halifax Burger Week, and you'll see the pictures for all these places. Oh my gosh. And I hate, normally they do Burger Week in March. Oh, have a good night, fans. Don't be sad. You'll find your crush. This one here was not the one for you, but you'll find that person. Ooh. John's Lunch. There you go, Godwin. John's Lunch has one called the Big John. Burger Week is put on by the Coast. The Coast, if you're in Toronto, is like Now, like the free little newspapers that the college kids and the young adults usually get, and they're for free. Ours is called the Coast, and they've been doing Burger Week now for about 15 years. And a lot of it goes, there's special burgers that they only put out for this 10-day thing. And a lot of it goes to charity and everything. The Wooden Monkey has the Sweet Onion or Orchard Burger. The Peter Pretzel Pickled Pepper Eater, that's at the Lion's Head. There's a Lamb and Beef Euro Burger. A Smokin' Chorizo. The Smoky Goat Cheeseburger. The Poutine on the Frites. So you get poutine inside your hamburger. Godwin. Oh, God. There was one year, it was at the place called the Black Sheep, and it was a hamburger, and it had like everything. It was called the Farmhouse Burger, and it was so good. The Lighthouse Lobster Double Cheeseburger. That's out in Peggy's Cove at the Sou'wester. The Jalapeno Beer Cheeseburger. The Cheeky Neighbor has the Snap Crackle K-Pop. I have to try that one. The Tropical Crispy Chicken. There's another one that's calling the Kitchen Sink Burger, but it's looks too fancy. There's a Moroccan Burger at Casablanca. The Old Triangle is doing a deli burger. A Reuben Burger, Club Med Burger, Swimming Pig. The Swimming Pig, oh my God. There's mac and cheese on this burger. Oh, oh, oh. Fuddruckers. The river, oh my gosh. I'm just looking at these, yeah. It's funny because my friend Karina, she lives out in BC. She's going to be here in Nova Scotia visiting for a little bit. We used to do Burger Week. I used to come along with her for a few of them, like if I had a day off from work, and we would just go, like I would not eat for the day 2 days beforehand, and we would go around to different places, and she would vlog, or no, blog. She had a blog on Tumblr, and would do up, like she would take photos and write her reviews of all these burgers and stuff like that. So it was like amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my, I have to get something for Burger Week. Oh, the Black Sheep, they're doing a Don't Be Shellfish. What's that all about? Beef, crispy crab and shrimp cake, cream cheese, jalapeno, sprouts, New Bay aioli, pickled fennel on a sesame seed bun. It doesn't look that impressive. And it's $19. Oh. The Black Widow at Primal has a black, like squid ink bun. Wild Boar. So it has boar meat, bacon, onion ring, spicy slaw, chimilantro, which is something with cilantro, and stout beer maize on a black bun. That looks absolutely delicious. A beer can burger. The Dirty Notsanara. Okay. There's some pictures that they have, but they don't have pictures of the burger, which kind of sucks. A Thirsty Elvis. Oh, it must have peanut butter and bacon on it. Okay, I gotta stop looking at Burger Week. But yes, we do Burger Week every year. You know what? I might have to go, Godwin, to the John's Lunch and get the Big John. Oh yeah. And eat it on camera and say, Godwin. I do miss Five Guys. I haven't been to a Five Guys in so long. Oh. Stupid me. I'm trying to get all the bills paid, and I double paid, I guess, on my internet. Thinking I was paying my TELUS bill. Hence, that's why I am not outside, because I don't have data anymore. And I'm just using my Wi-Fi. So, salad tomorrow because of barbecue. I'll have to get to a couple places in October. That's right before I leave. I'm looking at my calendar. I said, oh my God. If I eat at Burger Week, you know what that means? I'm going to have to like walk up Yonge Street from the Lakeshore to Lawrence just to work off the Burger Week. Ain't happening. Okay. I'll treat myself to 2. I'll take Mark to 2 places and we'll do 2 places or maybe 3. We'll see. Tiramisu. Think of tiramisu at Italy. I'm going to Italy. Yeah, that's what happened because I was looking last night after we were chatting and I went through and I was looking at my app for my bank and I was just like, oh, that's what happened and stuff. So I paid Eastlink twice. So I have a credit now on internet. So that will take care of my bill for that's due probably the 1st of October around that time. So yeah. Make a video about the Burger Week burgers. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. I'll do it like a vlog. If I do it, I might try, like I'll throw it up maybe on my other channel because you think this channel's been neglected. That channel hasn't done anything since I did the lavender farm. There's Dave's Hot Spicy. Is that opened yet in Midtown? Did that open up yet? Because isn't there another one somewhere else? The Jupiter Burger with a side order of Europe fries and a big drink of Neptune soda pop. You can even order the Saturn rings. Oh, the Saturn rings sound pretty darn good. I am a child of Saturn, being a Capricorn and being born on a Saturday, so it's like a double whammy right there. Being born on a Saturday, being a Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. There was a place, the last time I went out to Toronto, it was 2008. Yes, it was a long time ago. My friend Tara that lives out in Leaside, not Terratopia, this is another Tara. We went to this place called Jetsons, and it was out in the East End, like out in, when it was still like East York, I think it was. I don't know if that was really good. Your friend posted. Maybe I'll try Dave's hot and spicy. I'll try it. I don't know. I have the sauce in my fridge. It's there. Because every so often Mark wants to get like the chicken strips that you get at the superstore that are pre-cooked and they're cold so you don't pay tax. And yeah. And I always get that on there. Leo, born on a Wednesday. Mark was supposed to be a Leo, but he came 2 weeks early, so he's a Cancer. And I learned what signs I should stay away from. And they're all fire signs, which are basically your Leos, even though my dad is a Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Have I tried a Frosty Pluto with whipped cream and a cherry on top? Ooh. Maybe. Maybe I have. Anything with whipped cream I'll eat. Or use. Yeah, I have a feeling that my spending money for Toronto is going to be like food. It's like, I'm going to be like walking, sludging along the streets. Leo and Cancer couples. Ha! My parents are Leo and Cancer because my mom's July 3rd and dad's July 29th. They seem to get along. Like, granted, they're in their old, cranky old person phase of life. But my mom and dad got along good. Yes, well, I'm never going to date a Leo again, because that was a shit show. And Aries was abusive towards me, so no more Aries with me. And Sagittarius are just flaky people. 2 Virgos, 2 earth signs always together are good. Like my best matches are, because I'm a Capricorn, is another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I did date a Virgo that wasn't, I don't know, he was weird. But I try to stay away from like fire signs for dating. Yeah, the Virgo I dated, he had a major chip on his shoulder. He didn't like being Virgo because he goes, oh, but that means a virgin and I'm not a virgin. I'm a goat. I'm a goat. Oh, I know, but it just seems like, yeah, I've had coworkers that were Aries, and they were douchebags. And I don't trust Geminis. Geminis are two-faced. And I had one Gemini recently within the last 6-7 months that showed their true colors. Hold on, I gotta check something here. I'm just checking something here. I think my boys have landed in New York. First time that they left South Korea in a while. Like 2 years, and they're in New York. Leo and Scorpio. Who's my boys? My boys, like when I come up to Toronto, that's Johnny and Ken. Those are the boys. Those are the boys. One can be my older brother, the other one can be my little brother. That's when I always talk about my boys. Oh, those boys, my BTS. My BTS, they left at 7:30 Seoul time last night, which would have been 7:30 Halifax time in the morning, this morning, and flew to New York because they're going to be speaking at the UN on Monday. And they have diplomatic passports that they were presented from the President Moon of South Korea the other day at a ceremony at the Blue House. Yes, I tracked their flight. They were on a Korean Airlines Flight 85 that left at 7:30 and just arrived into JFK. It was a straight, non-stop flight that goes up over the North Pole and down. Yes, I'm stalking them. No, because it's a 14-hour flight, so they took a nighttime flight. So here they are actually landing like 2 hours after they technically left, which is kind of funny. But yes, they're going to be at the UN, and it's their first time that they left left South Korea since the pandemic started. Why does everybody love BTS? If you read the translations of their songs, they're not talking about falling in love and having a boyfriend or a girlfriend and stuff. They're talking about social issues. They're talking about things that are going on with the educational system in Korea and how strict it is, and how kids are committing suicide because they're so freaking stressed out about doing their college acceptance exams because there's the high pressure and figuring out where do they want to work after life. So they write about that. They write about the critics that hate them and stuff like that. Like they're more like, they have a lot of like political songs and songs about current situations in the world. And yeah, but no, I find kids, you know, they'll look at them and they're packaged with a pretty face and stuff like that. I mean, they're not like pretty like other K-poppers because they just basically look like regular guys and stuff. Like, I'm glad they got rid of the eyeliner that they had back when they first started. When I look at those videos and I'm just like, oh God, no. But yeah, their songs have a social message to them. It's not all about, like, you know, dating and stuff like that. Yeah, Carpool Karaoke, that's the first thing I ever saw them that I can remember. And it was J-Hope, who sat right in the middle of the whole thing. And he had, like, the biggest smile. And I was like, I like his smile. He seems like he's a very cheerful guy. Yeah. And they did the whole karaoke thing. And it's like, each person has a different personality from the next. So it's just like, wow. You know, but they all kind of like get together. And they're nerds. They play video games in their spare time. Like, they're on their PC games and they're playing that. You know, one guy, all he does is produce music for other people as well. And RM learned English by watching Friends on DVD. And this is a guy who has like an IQ of like 148 or 150, something like that. And but all the other guys are learning English. They're taking English, so that way Namjoon isn't doing all the English, because sometimes even if they have an interpreter, the interpreter is just letting RM do all the talking. So, and they've donated countless to different charities for COVID relief. They've done, I think they donated over $2 million US to the Black Lives Matter. They've done things for LGBTQ, stuff like that. So that was, you know, but they are speaking, this is their third time speaking in front of the UN. Last year when they spoke in front of the UN for the General Assembly, they had to do it virtually. And the year before was virtual. And 2018 was the first time that they did it, and they actually were in the thing. And then they left early this morning, our time, to fly over. Blackpink is, that they are popular. Lisa, who's one of the singers in Blackpink, just came out with the solo album. Oh yeah, they do a lot. Like, everybody just thinks, oh, they're just a K-pop band, but then, like, they're CEOs now with their record company, and their record company, they were the only act with the Big Hit Entertainment. They had one other guy who started in 2008, and it came from nothing. They weren't from the big, like, quote, big three companies for idols in Korea at the time, so they had to go start basically from the ground up and become who they are now. And they're the very first music act ever in history, whether you're Asian or you're North American or European, that have diplomatic status to go on government envoys. They, you know, they've all been vaccinated and everything like that because of their government status. Even ambassadors and government workers in Korea don't even have the same passports that they have. They have the same passport that the president gets. And they just got that presented to them the other day. Isn't Lisa a Thai rapper? I don't know. All I know is that Lisa was on Jimmy Fallon the other night doing her song La Lisa or something. And man, that girl is tiny. Like, my baby finger is bigger than her. Yeah, with BTS, they were the first Asian group to win, like, Billboard Awards. They were nominated for a Grammy last year for Dynamite, but they lost from, it was their first time, and they were nominated, which is a big thing, but they lost to Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga's Let It Rain. But yeah, they're CEOs of their own record company, so they're the ones who decide what they're going to do and everything, like they have. And it's funny because now that they can call the guy that is their boss, they don't have to use the honorific of him being a boss. He's a Hyung. I can't pronounce it. But it's almost like they see him as a brother. So, All this, and I've only been Army for 4 months. I think I'm doing pretty good learning about things about them. And I like Twice. I listen to them. I need to go too, Godwin. I've never been, so can I sneak into your suitcase? Let me win the lotto. That's my dream. I'm going to win the lotto. I told my friend Tanya, if I win the lotto, we're getting our passports updated. We're going over after COVID, because I don't want to have to quarantine for 2 weeks, because you still have to quarantine for 2 weeks if you're international. And we're going. We're going to go to the Hive Insight tour. We're going to like walk around. We're going to do some shopping. We're going to eat. First time. She lives in Toronto and she's never had Korean food until she came here. I think he does want to go. I think he does. I don't know. How, okay, let me Google. Halifax to Seoul. I would have to get a connecting flight. If I flew Air Canada, whoa, holy moly, I better win the frickin' lotto. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, let's pick a random date. Let's pick a random date. Let's say I want to go, if I was going to go to WestJet and Korean Airlines, I would have to go, WestJet would probably take me from Halifax to Pearson, and then I would switch over in Pearson and get on Korean Airlines and go to Incheon, the airport outside of Seoul. And that would cost me $1,988 for a round trip, and that doesn't even include your baggage, your taxes, your fees, and everything else. You're seeing a circle. Try refreshing. I'm not getting anything. Ooh, but if I wanted to do... See, that would take me across Canada over the Pacific. If I wanted a really cheap flight, I could go WestJet to Toronto to Paris and then pick up Air France and then go from Charles de Gaulle all the way over and go that way. And that's cheaper. And that's only about $1,500 round trip. Did you guys have to refresh? Bags are free. Yeah, but then you got to think of your fuel charge and all that. And if I'm going to be like on an international flight, I'm doing what I did when I used to go to Europe, is just I'd pay the extra so I could sleep and have like the leg room. And now they have like these little pod things that you can sleep on. Korean Airlines have like first class pods and everything. Holy, I lost people. Okay, I'm down to 14. Yeah, I haven't been on an international flight for a long time. I've been to Paris. I spent a week in Paris when I was 18. I've been to London when I was 16. I did Rome when I was 18. When I was 20, I did Nice and the Côte d'Azur, all around there, from Monaco, Monte Carlo, Aix, Cannes, Marseille, all those places. No, I don't have any I only had a couple super chats tonight. I don't have a whole, yeah, I would need a whole lot of super chats. Start super chatting me, people. I want to go to Korea after my Toronto trip. And I also take PayPal. But, yeah, I remember, I think the longest flight that we did was Rome coming back to Halifax, because we had to go Rome all the way to Montreal. For some reason, we had to stop in Montreal and stayed on the plane. It was the same plane, then go Montreal back to Halifax. And that was, holy frig, how long was that flight? That was my longest flight. I think it was probably almost 10 hours. The most exciting and thrilling flight that I had was going from Halifax to Paris. and we had to stop in London at Heathrow to switch planes because we had to go, because we were flying at the time Canadian Airlines when Canadian was still around. And we went from Halifax to direct flight, Halifax, all the way over to London, to Heathrow. And then we had to switch planes to get on an Air France. But at the time, this is in 1992, there was an IRA bomb on one of the runways. So our plane had to go to a different end of the airport, and we had to hightail it and run from one end of Heathrow to the other end to get to the Air France terminal to catch our flight to Charles de Gaulle. All because the friggin' IRA decided, oh, we're going to bomb Heathrow Airport. Yeah, Montreal is going more west. We always, because we don't do that many direct flights, really, unless it's like with a charter flight. So we usually either stop in Montreal or Toronto. But Montreal is closer than Toronto, so... Yeah, but you have to go in and clear custom. Like, they cleared us at customs. Well, when we went from Montreal, we didn't even get out of the plane. It was just the way that the flight was. Sometimes you have to have like a stopover on the way to make it cheaper. And at the time, my sister was a travel agent, and that's when we went. I do miss traveling. I haven't really gone anywhere since I've had Mark. Like, I went to the Dominican back in 2012 for like a week with the ex who was a Virgo, who just like complained the whole time we were in the Dominican. Complained the whole time. Like, my sister got us a great deal at a resort. We didn't have to pay that much. And all he did was complain. He was like a miserable shit that whole week. The only time he was nice is when I got sick, and he went and got me some Imodium. Let's check out Eva Airways, because I saw that in the chat. Ba-ba-da-bum. I'm gonna make up my own little flight. January 5th. Let's come back on the 19th. One adult. Let's take a peeky poo. Okay, what? Well, no, you're actually a good Virgo, Godwin. He was just... He put me in therapy after everything ended. I was in therapy because of him. So, wasn't that good. Oh, I could do a Toronto to Taipei, and then go Taipei to Seoul. I can go on the 4th. Oh well. It's not like I'm going today or tomorrow. I have to win the lotto. And if I go, I'm stalking the BTS boys. Yep. I'll go to Hannum the Hill and, you know, bribe the gatekeeper of a gated community to let me in. I'll just say I'm a Nuna and I'm going to do their hair because I have hair behind me, hairdressing. And since I'm older, I could be their Nuna. Just two dreamers living life. You are new to the channel. Thank you for coming over. But yes, I hope I win too. I just have to buy a lotto ticket. And Maroof is saying hello to all the new people. This was on for 2 hours before I noticed. Yeah. Yeah. And you're just coming on now, Nouvelle? And I thought you were my friend? I'm just teasing you. Maroof was here earlier. I think she left. And now she's back. Oh, see, the best airline that I was ever on was probably Air France. Air France was like amazing. Or as Susan would say, amazeballs. But I've never been on any of the Asian airlines. I've just been on European ones. I was on Alitalia and Air France, Canadian, Air Canada, WestJet. Your phone died. Look, if I ever won the lotto, I don't know what I would do. I'd have a heart attack and die. Then it would all go to my son. Because I'd make sure he's all taken care of. Oh, Cathay Pacific? Is that what you mean, Carol? It's funny, I remember when my sister was in travel school and she was learning all the different airline codes, like all the city codes for IATA. And I remember I learned them all because I used to sit there and give her pop quizzes. So I remember learning most of the airport codes, but I can't remember most of them now. I remember when KLM used to fly into Halifax and they gifted Halifax with swans that they had at the public gardens, and then they had to get rid of the swans because they were attacking people. They were vicious and violent, and they would get over the fence that they had around their where their little water thing was. They were like more vicious than the Canada geese. What are your boys doing in New York? They're going to be speaking at the United Nations on Monday and doing a performance for the delegates. They are a special presidential envoy for South Korea that are going to be going. So that's what they're doing. It's their 3rd or 4th year speaking in front of the United Nations General Assembly. And this is their 2nd time going to New York to actually do it. And it's the first time that they've left South Korea since the pandemic. Because everything that they've been doing is basically virtual. Everything. Like when they have to go on like talk shows, they've been doing it virtual. You know, when they did the United Nations for the last 2 years or whatever, they had to do it virtually. So they're not just a bunch of cute faces who sing. Even though, you know, there's one for every day of the week. And yes, I'm perverted enough that I would think of that one. But I can't because one of them is like 5. The youngest one is 5 years older than Kiddo. I've been watching, she's a subscriber of mine. Her name is Hoxie Jen, and she's from Jamaica. And her husband just moved to Canada and to Halifax from Jamaica. They had to quarantine for 2 weeks in Toronto at one of the hotels by the airport before they can come off to Nova Scotia. So I've been following her, and she's been a subscriber to the channel for a while. So that's kind of neat, and I watched all that. Yeah, YHZ is the port code. Like it's just for, it's not just airlines that use the city codes. Trains use it. So if I was going on via rail, I would have, my luggage tag would say YHZ. When I worked at the container terminal, everything was YHZ and everything. So yeah, basically it's just like you're like wherever the terminal is that you're going to be going to and stuff. So if you were even going into, I think Toronto, say you're going on via rail, I would still be going to YYZ because it'd be going into Union. And the ones that always confused me the most was between Charlottetown and Calgary, because Calgary is YYC and Charlottetown is YYG. And I figured the G, because there's no G in Charlottetown, but there is in Calgary. It only makes sense. Holy crap, I've been talking for 3 hours? Oh my word. Oh, Max is sleeping on my foot down underneath my table, if anybody's wondering. Oh, he looks so sweet. Oh, he's such a cute little boy. He's my sweet boy. He's not on his back. He's laying on his side and he's got his paws over my foot. I haven't been watching back to school vlogs, but I have been watching people going to get their school supplies, like in their stationery. Like, I've been watching the ones where the girls are going into Muji and just like buying paper and notebooks and everything, and I'm just like, oh my god, I love stationery. Yeah, I can't move. My foot is taken over by Max. My niece is she's at UBC, and her residence, I don't even think it's like a dorm, it's like an apartment. It's her and 4 other girls, and they all seem to get along really good. She's been up there since her birthday, which is the 4th, so this is like 2 weeks. Yeah, she's been up there now for 2 weeks. She loves it. H Mart is just down the street from her, and she's never been to an H Mart because she's from New Glasgow, which is 2 hours away from Halifax. You love stationery as well. Stationery bike in your room. You're funny. Oh, funny guy. You're a funny guy. Alex gets around. You're still alive? You just finished watching Back to the Future. Oh my god, that's such a good show. I love that movie. I like, I've been watching apartment tours too. I love watching apartment tours and just seeing like how other people live in other cities, like all over the world. It's, yeah, and looking at places, really nice. Then I start like looking at, oh, is this how they did their living room? I like that idea. And I'll like, you know, go on Pinterest and find it. Find something similar on Pinterest. Your cat is a wiggler. Yeah, I remember seeing Back to the Future when I was in grade 5. Ponderosa Commons is what the dorm is called. Ponderosa, I think either 2 things. The steakhouse or Bonanza, because that was the name of the ranch, was the Ponderosa. Or then I go doom da da doom da da doom doom. Doom da da doom da da doom doom da da doom doom doom. Yeah, that's what I've been looking at, minimalist, because I want to freaking declutter my apartment and throw away so much crap or donate it. A lot. And I want to change up my color scheme. Like, I would love to get, I mean, I love my sofa. It's super, super comfy, but it's like a buttery yellow. And I'd rather have something that's white or a cream color. Love it. It's neat watching like minimalist apartments that are in like Asia, like looking at Japanese apartments or Korean apartments or anything like that. And it's just like, man, nice. I just have to start decluttering. I'd love, if I had the money, I would hire somebody just to come in and just go through all my stuff and just say, what do you want to toss, donate, or keep? I tried to do the Marie Kondo. I always wanted to have a red sofa. I remember in my 20s, I almost bought a red sofa. But my sofa is a sofa bed. It's a pullout. I mean, it's nice, but I think I might get like a slipcover for it or something. Oh my goodness, Max. My foot's starting to fall asleep. Lauren Green, Michael Landon, was on there. I forget who played Hoss. I remember watching Bonanza as a little kid. And Godwin's leaving. I think I'm gonna like probably pop off in a little bit too, because it's like 10 to 11. 10 to 11. I have the morning sun. I faced east. So I overlook the harbor and I can see Dartmouth from where I'm at, but I'm facing east. Yeah, Dan Blocker played Hoss. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little tired too. Oh. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I got to start my nighttime routine and get my face all nice and cleaned up. Get my cleanser on and my mask. I have to put my sheet mask on. I do this every night now before bed. I put a nice sheet mask on and just chill out listening to like waves at the ocean. Then I take it off and go to sleep. So 3 hours later, I'm going to thank everybody for coming in to my chat. Thanks for those who super chatted. I think it was Godwin, Michelle Gray, Mike Landry. I think Rolling with Ian. I might have to take a peek here. Y'all know who you are that super chatted tonight. And if anybody sent PayPals, thank you for that too. I don't know because my phone, I have notifications turned off while I do my stuff like that. So if anybody did PayPals or anything like that, awesome, thank you. So I have Godwin, Michelle Gray, Rolling with Ian, and Mike Landry for my super chatters tonight. See, I like this. I can cheat and look at my computer while I'm live streaming. So on that note, I'm going to get ready for bed because it's almost 11 o'clock here in Halifax. Thank you guys for coming out. I know I have small streams, but you know, as long as you guys are entertained, that's what makes me happy. I'm not all about numbers. I know some people, they used to be. Not me. Quality over quantity, people. But yes, I'm over 1,200. I'm happy about that. And I need my lip chap. Because I've been talking so much, my lips dried out. Alright, I'm going to end the stream. Have a good night. Love you all. And I will try to get something out this week for you guys. I'm going to try. Fingers crossed. Thank you, Carol. I'm sure you have a perfect smile too. See you, Alex and Chris and everybody else. And Emma. Action VJ, who snuck in. Thank you for modding, even though I probably didn't really need modding, but that's okay. Thank you so much. Alright, I'm gonna hit the button now.